Connecting the GRIDSMART processor to your network. The network connection is key to realizing the full functionality of your GRIDSMART system. But first, we want you to know that GRIDSMART recommends being connected directly to the processor when making changes to the network configuration. Any changes made remotely could disconnect you from the processor and require a visit to the intersection to recover. If you decide to make changes remotely, proceed with extreme caution. Note also that up-to-date versions of the GRIDSMART Client and the GRIDSMART firmware are required to make changes to the processor network configuration. So let's launch the GRIDSMART Client. On the site's homepage, click the site card for the site whose network you want to set up or modify. Move your mouse to the left to reveal the Site menu and click on Configure. Next, click Site Settings on the top right and then click Network. If you're editing the settings remotely, like in this example, a warning will display notifying you of the potential pitfalls of making network changes remotely. Click OK, I understand to dismiss the warning and continue. We're going to set up this processor with a static IP address. Uncheck the Enabled DHCP checkbox and then enter the IP address, the subnet, and the gateway. All three settings are required. The DNS settings are optional. Next, check Let GRIDSMART Use My Network. Enabling this option allows GRIDSMART to use your network when uploading counts and performance data to the GRIDSMART cloud for permanent backup, storage, and web-based reporting. When this option is not enabled, GRIDSMART relies on its built-in cell modem and the antenna you installed with the system. For more details, you can click Please Explain This to Me, but be sure to click the Apply button before navigating away, otherwise you'll lose your changes here. Take special notice of the Service Status indicator, which shows if GRIDSMART can communicate with api.gridsmart.com. If Let GRIDSMART Use My Network is enabled and the status shows a red X, ensure that your network is configured to allow communication from the GS2 to api.gridsmart.com over port 443. If the modem is being used for communication and the status shows a red X, ensure that the antenna is mounted correctly and connected to the GS2. Be sure to click the Apply button before navigating away, or else you'll lose your changes here. And with that, your processor is now on your network.